In this video, I'm going to show a couple of ways of fighting with dual guns, and doing so efficiently, effectively, not spending ages refilling TP, and taking on... I think I'll go for Telethia Endbringer as the end of the video. I'm going to start by attempting to make... Now, this is something I haven't done at all before. I'm going to attempt to make a build that focuses on using 0-0 as my main attack art. I'm going to go for the Drifter class for this, probably. I'm making this up as I go along here. So firstly, I want some guns. I'm going to use Ether Element because I want to do high damage. Unfortunately, I don't have any Ether Dual Guns with ranged attack up. So what options do I have? So those ones would have Overdrive count up, but that's all they'd have that would be relevant. Accuracy might be the way to go. Accuracy and Arts Gain TP, or Accuracy and Overdrive count are basically my options, I think. Yeah. Sorry. So I'm going to go with this Accuracy and Arts Gain TP. So these Ultra Nebulan Pistolia are what I'm going to use. I now need a knife. And as I'm going to go for Telethia, Nullify Reflect's important. So I think I'll use this knife for the Nullify Ether Reflect and the Overdrive count up. Let's have a look if there's anything else. Nullify Ether Reflect again, Nullify Ether Reflect, Appendage Crusher, that would be good, but there's nothing else useful on it. Yeah, so... Oh, this one's got Nullify Ether Reflect 16 on it, but no Overdrive count up, nothing else useful. Yeah, it's got to be the one with Nullify Ether and Overdrive count up, two useful traits. So I haven't pre-planned this build, I'm basically making it up as I go along. I think I read over my weapons for a moment before I started up the video. So, guns and knife. Slight problem there. I'm going to have to... I'm going to need more Moranium than I've got to fill out those augment slots. Let's start that immediately. So, obviously, I need to open the augment slots on both of those pieces of gear. So, and I'm carrying only 11,000 Moranium. So I just need one set of Moranium to tick in. Yeah. Okay, what else am I going to want on this set then? So as a start, I've got some decent guns, I've got a knife. I'm going to want to upgrade that Nullify Ether Reflect. That's the first thing to do, because it needs to be rank XX if I'm fighting Telethia Endbringer with this. The other traits... Oh wow, it's easy upgrade. The other traits are nice to haves. The Nullify Ether Reflect XX is 100% compulsory for an Endbringer fight. I probably should also max out this accuracy. So that's at 18 there, so I should buy some Appetizing Sewered Tails in a moment. Let's just see what else I'm going to be wearing for this build. So an Appendage Crusher on my eye, because I'm not on my face even, because I'm not using potential, so I don't need potential on the head. So that's an eye patch. That's probably why I said on my eye, because I was thinking of eye patches. Let's wear the rare gauze eye patch. Chest wear. I've got various options here. I'm going to assume that I need spike defense or just ether defense. That's an interesting question. So let's do my arms first and see how those come out. So for arms, I'm going to want do I want overdrive count? I want ranged attack up. That's the key thing I want. Do I have overdrive count up? I've got overdrive count up on the knife, so I don't really need extra overdrive count up. I was going to say I'd want overdrive count here, but as I've got it on the knife, it's optional. So let's look at some ether element arms. I don't seem to have any particularly good ones. There's that regular Miller. He's not great. What about for the right? If I look for ether for the right arm. Well, that's very nice, but not upgraded. That's interesting. That one would probably be perfect if it was upgraded. As with that one. No, so difference between that one, that's got up. Oh no, that's not as good actually. So that's the arm I'm going to use then. For the right, on the left. So it looks like I'm pumping the ether resistance. I'm probably not going to need. So I was worried I was going to need some, what they called, some anti-spike stuff, but I'm probably not going to, as I'm going to have so much ether resistance. Because Telethia Endbringer has an ether element spike. So that's where the ether trousers as well. So options. If I want ether, so that one, range attack boosts. I've got too many boosts, I think. There aren't any good ones, so I'm actually going to go for probably my best all-round ranged attack arm, which is somewhere. There's the Badger. So I've got ranged attack up XX, max TP up, and overdrive count up on it. I've got 64 ether resistance at this point. What are the options for an ether element chest piece? Ooh, one with resistance down. That's interesting. Anti-spike and overdrive gain TP. What's that? The other option I could go for is somewhere there's a shop bought thing that boosts range attack. So it'll be that one. Let's try that. So let's get our damage up a little bit instead. So I've got 64. I'm going to need, if I do that, I'm going to need 2 anti-spike or ether resistance augments, which is more than I'd like. Whereas if I wear that piece, probably get away with 1. 99 ether resistance is not 100. It should do the job though. I just need to put an upgrade on there. So I just need to upgrade the right arm and I'll get above 100 ether resistance. What else am I going to do? So my other slots in that case can go to overdrive, gain TP, which are probably I'm not going to need that much overdrive, gain TP. This is going to be pretty easy to get to max overdrive with. It really is. Too easy almost. Right, so I've got 1 appendage crusher being on the eye patch, so I want 4 then, probably. If I can fit them. Oh, I need to open 2 more slots. Is the Moranium ticking in yet? It is, so let's do that. Oh, I misread it. 27,000, I thought I saw 70,000. So what else am I going to need? I'm probably only going to end up with space for 1 ranged attack up, which is kind of lame. Might only have 1. Let's look at skills and arts. So core crusher's good. Background noise is not. For this, aura assault's not. Fast forward's not. Secondary accelerator is. I'm going to want other ways of boosting damage. Combo gunner probably, and boosted bullets. So boosted bullets boosts ranged attack. Combo gunner boost damage in range combos. The other thing I will need for Endbringer, I may as well put on now, is something boosting my accuracy. So what am I looking for? I could extend range, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to put on steady hand. Arts. So what do we want? So we want full specs. That's an aura that boosts ranged attack. That's going to be very useful. Smooth recovery may also be useful. 0-0. Let's have sliding slinger as a second attack. There aren't really many other options. Ghost Walker's pretty obvious here. Primer also pretty obvious. Now, Black Butterfly could be cool, but it won't work against Endbringer. I'll put it on for now, maybe bin it later. Repair could be useful. So I think that's a basic art loadout. For Endbringer, I'd drop Black Butterfly. The reason it won't work is I haven't got any melee accuracy up on, I don't think. Unless the knife happens to have it. No, it doesn't. So it will just miss. Do I have, in all of that, do I have any arts gain TP? I think I did. I have it as a trait on one of the weapons, don't I? Yeah, good. So, as usual, for testing a new build, let's pop over and pay a visit to our friend Lucille. So I'm going to quickly FT to FN117. Okay, so what am I going to do? I've never played this build before. Don't really know what I'm doing. I imagine I'm going to start by boosting... Ooh. Just thinking about my skills. I have neither fast forward nor trigger happy. I'll try without to begin with. I might really need trigger happy in here. We'll see. I'm going to boost overdrive count up. I'm going to use Ghost Walker. I'm going to get to full specs and start powering out 0-0s, broadly speaking.
First, let's bolster our offense. Repair. Ghost Walker. Full specs. 0-0. Primer. Sliding slinger. Enlarge enough. Buff up and play it safe. 0-0. Enough. Ghost Walker.
Let's finish off with sliding slinger. Okay, so things I note, if I'd started with more TP, I could have gone straight to max overdrive, which I obviously couldn't do there. I think if I'd done it with... Also, I should have done the 0-0 in a ranged combo to take account of combo gunner. Well, take advantage of combo gunner. So let's quickly try that again, going in with more TP.
I'm going on the offensive. On me. Grab them no quarter. Ghost Walker. Full specs. Primer. 0-0.
I'm pretty sure my... Oh no, too soon. Oh well.
0-0.
So it still wasn't a one-shot kill, even though I had the overdrive count up to max and did it in a ranged combo. But it's feeling fairly potent. Fairly potent. What's it not have that would be useful? So I'm currently only at 4 appendage crushers, so I really want I want one more. That will help a lot. And if I can upgrade my right arm, that will also help a lot. Okay, so after that little cut, I'm back, and I have finished building what I'm going to use as my first attempt of this set. Going down it quickly, you see I've got 4 Appendage Crusher augments plus the 1 trait on the eye patch, so 5 Appendage Crushers in total. 5 is the max, that's what you want. 1 ranged attack up, 1 ranged accuracy boost. I may swap that for night vision if I'm struggling to hit, because night vision can boost even more. I just have to set the time to night. I need accuracy up a lot for fighting Endbringer. Ether resistance up, that's fairly obvious. That's to get me to 100 ether resistance for avoiding the spike. 4 overdrive gain TPs. Legs just something from max TP up. Not sure if I really need that. This right arm I haven't bothered upgrading the ranged attack boost. I did put 1 upgrade on the ether resistance up, which is enough to get me to that 100, which I wanted. Left arm has overdrive counter up, max TP up, ranged attack up. Chest, just more ether resistance basically. The rare Gore's eye patch is great in it's both Appendage Crusher and ether resistance. One thing I'm thinking a couple of things I'm actually going to change. That haven't changed yet. Okay, so I had put on Black Butterfly, which would be good in a lot of cases. For Endbringer, I want Ghost Factory. I also, having thought about it, I want something to reduce cooldowns more than I want Combo Gunner. So I'm going to drop Combo Gunner and get Trigger Happy. And that's going to be the build. Let's go and kill Endbringer, or try to. Okay, about to aggro Endbringer then. Afraid this is my 3rd attempt. The first time I aggroed him in the wrong, I aggroed him a moment too late and could not hit him. The second time I sliding slingered. I'm going on the offensive. Off of the cliff by accident.
Full specs. Power and get ready. Sliding slinger. Primer.
Just keep using that.
0-0. Ghost Walker.
Keep using that primer to restock the TP when I've got gaps.
0-0.
Ghost Walker was certainly down after the.
Primer. 0-0. Sliding slinger. Smooth recovery. I think it's time for a scout.
Okay, this seems to be going quite well. Phase 2 is a lot harder than Phase 1 though, so let's see how we go in Phase 2. I don't think it should be too hard with 100 ether resistance, but we'll see. Well, yeah, the problem is all the physical attacks. You have to Ghost Walk all of them. Meanwhile, the ether attacks take away your.
Let's do this. Use melee attack. Full specs. Ghost
The
Walker.
ether attacks use up your.
0-0. Sliding slinger. Larger than us. Bump up and play it safe. Sliding slinger. 0-0. Ghost Walker.
The ether attacks use up your decoy, and then the physical attacks one-shot you. Is how it works.
Sliding slinger.
Oh wow, my damage is really high here, to be honest. So that was one of the quickest Phase 2s I've ever done.
Repair.
Just refilling my TP before I get back in my scale to go to Phase 3.
Primer.
Yeah, my damage is high. I was a lot slower than I used to be in Phase 1, clearly, I think. I don't know. That's, yeah, I was feeling pretty crazy, in fact. So, Phase 2, obviously, you have to fly up and aggro. Phase 3, you have to fly up and aggro Tilapia. A little bit of pain. I've put 4 or 5, I think it's might be 5 ether resistance augments on my scale. It's an attribute resistance dash ether or whatever it's called for scales. so that I can survive. Though there's also the electric attacks, which are pain. What element is massive tear? Whatever it is, until we do damage, just simply fly. So it's putting me to sleep. It looks to me like he's going to be in range now. I need to go and stand on that. Go and stand on one of these routes up here. Okay, I'll just get out as this hits.
I'm going on the offensive. On me. Grab them no quarter. Full specs. Primer. 0-0. Sliding slinger. 0-0. Sliding slinger. 0-0. Ghost walker. Sliding slinger. 0-0. Sliding slinger. 0-0.
So I'm just trying to get through Telethia's decoy here. So just as I'm using Ghost Walker to block a decoy, to block his attacks, he's using decoy back on me at this point. And I'm through the decoy. One more quick Ghost Walker, probably unnecessary, but let's do it anyway. Ooh, that's not good. My accuracy's too low. I'm going to need a lucky hit. As my accuracy was so low, this took a very long time. It took about 5 minutes, so I sped it up. So you're seeing it at a higher rate rather than watching me miss over and over and over in real time. Thought that would be makes better viewing. The key lesson to learn from this is to, if you're taking Endbringer to phase 3, have higher accuracy. This was with about 450 accuracy. You probably want at least 500. Should have used a night vision augment. I did most of the fight at night. Splits to early morning now, but it wouldn't have got to early morning if I'd had the night vision augment and hence been able to hit. And yeah, here we go. Back to normal speed now.
How wonderful.
Yes, finally! Finally! So that was, to be honest, rather tedious at the end there. Because I'd gone in without enough accuracy. So what could I have changed up to make that easier? Could ditch boosted bullets for accuracy. Swap the ranged accuracy boost to a night vision. Probably the best bet. If you do the whole fight at night. Anything else, any other way of doing it is relying on, well, any other way of doing it, trading damage for accuracy. I had more deep damage per hit than I needed, probably. The other thing I'm going to quickly do is show how the potential-based dual guns equivalent build works. I'm just going to get changed and be right back. Okay, I'm back in northern Nottingham.
Let's do this. First, let's bolster our offense. Ghost Walker! I owe you.
Energy source.
Thank you. I'm going on the offensive. I'll get the most out of this. I can still do this alone.
And this time with the potential-based build. And as you can see, it's a little bit more powerful than the ranged attack build was. I note that Irina used energy source on me there. That wasn't necessary. I did have it on my own palette, so I didn't need her with me. But as she used it, I then didn't. But there's a particular reason why I've got Irina with me. What you'll notice about doing that is I started the fight with 8,000 TP, I've ended with 1,800. I might have started with more than 8,000, but anyway. It burns TP like nothing. That's where Arena comes in. If you fast travel quickly to a spot like the Beast Slayer in Primordia, or any spot where there's some weak enemies running around that don't aggro you, with the Arena build that I have here, having quickly put her in the lead, you can do the following. First you target an enemy. Nice one.
Absorber skin! Use an aura and get in there!
Thank you.
Energy source!
Thank you.
So
My focus is in
that's plus 3,000 TP. Active members menu, confirm changes.
Energy source!
Thank you.
That resets your cooldowns.
Last stand!
Always have to press B quickly so you don't actually start shooting or anything. Basically, with that set up, that's almost instant to refill your TP so that you're ready to kill another strong enemy again. What have I got on Arena? Armor's irrelevant. Nagi's body wear is just something random. So here I have a gun with arts gain TP XX on, a knife with arts gain TP XV, I'm bothered upgrading, and 2 arts gain TP XX ornaments. You can do it with less, but you need some quantity of arts gain TP to be able to do this. So there I effectively have 3 and a bit, which is quite a lot. You could use just augments, whatever. And then arts, so repair, smooth recovery, absorb skin, all 3 of those just are something to trigger the arts gain TP to fill her TP. And then energy source, move it down, target your main character, hand 1,000 TP over, last stand, hand 2,000 TP over. Their costs are offset by the arts gain TP, so they don't burn the whole of the 1,000 that they theoretically cost. But yeah, with that set you can very quickly refill TP so that I'm ready to go and kill something else. Quick note on how that potential based build works. So I'm a mastermind for the extra potential it gives. That isn't always necessary, but for Endring in one shot I needed that extra bit of potential. Core Crusher, Inner Search and Combo Gunner are the 3 best damage boosting skills, and then Steady Hand for accuracy. The arts, so Full Specs and Energy Source are both boosting damage. Primer, don't know if it's really doing anything, it might sometimes boost your damage, gives you a bit of TP, probably not needed really. Execution is the damage attack. You have to do it in a ranged combo, which means a gun art before it. So here we've got Primer and Ghostwalker are the potential ranged combo triggerers. So you need to either it needs to be Primer to Executioner or Ghostwalker to Executioner, or you don't get that 200% more damage bonus effect. Repair's not needed at all. Ghostwalker's keeping you alive at the start of the fight. The gear, then, so I've shown the Arena one, haven't I? So these dual guns have potential up, potential boost, overdrive, count up. You can do it with much less good guns. You need ether guns, obviously, if you're using Core Crusher. But there's a lot of options. A very good type to use, if they're upgraded correctly, which these aren't, would be something like this. Potential up, potential boost, and ranged accuracy. That's my first ever pair of ether dual guns that I used when I was new to the post game. Didn't have a clue what I was doing. Did the upgrades incorrectly. Yeah, those are actually the guns I killed. I killed most super bosses with those when I was completely new to the post game. My first Endbringer kill took about half an hour, was done with those. It was a dual guns and knife build, nowhere near as refined as the build I'm using now, but the same concept, just not as focused. I used some arts gain TP and other things to keep me alive, as it wasn't very good, but it was execution of a damage, and it was using those guns. But anyway, if you had a pair like that upgraded the right way around, so potential up and potential boost to max, ranged accuracy 15, those would be pretty good. A knife, so I've actually got an ultra ceramic knife because I only needed to upgrade one trait, which is the potential up. It's got appendage crusher on it, which is good because then I've got 3 appendage crushers here and 1 trait, and that's the 5. There are all sorts of good traits you can get on a knife. Nullify, Ether, Reflect, and appendage crusher are obvious ones. Potential to kill Endbringer there. Your knife needs to have potential up, and it needs to have either appendage crusher or nullify, Ether, Reflect to do Endbringer in one attack. That is, like I just did. Because this build with Mastermind and everything this has is just enough to one attack Endbringer. Right, take off any damage boosting thing and you're no longer there. You could also use a potential up stroke potential boost knife. That might get you there. The problem is you lose the spot for, well, you lose an appendage crusher, because where do you put your nullify, Ether, Reflect in your night vision? And without both of those you can't hit unless you have another character buffing your accuracy. So without night vision I would have missed. Without nullify, Ether, Reflect, what's I going to say? Without nullify, Ether, Reflect, the attack would have got bounced back at me. Ultra Infinite headset, so that's a double potential headpiece. Reginald Breaker, that's from the shop for the potential up 9. Ultra Infinite Yeast L, that's for overdrive count up and max TP up. You saw it was 2 presses of the overdrive button to max my count there. Ultra Regal Ward R, this is actually a mis-upgraded piece that should have been used for something else, but never mind, it's here just for that overdrive count up XX. On the guns as well, it adds up to 53, only need 50, but oh well. I know if you don't have overdrive count up on your guns, then what you need is you have 18 here, 20 there, and you need to use the Hellhound skill, probably instead of Steady Hand. Legs, just something with max TP up on. 4 potential ups, 1 potential boost, and of course 5 appendage crushers, 1 on the knife as a trait, 4 augments. So 2 different ways of attacking with dual guns. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Bye.